Pearsall? Here. Hutton?
Here.
Mendoza? McDonald?
Here.
Leahy? Here. Russell?
Here.
30 people present.
No speakers. Chief? You're up.
Okay. I didn't see the agenda, what am I supposed to?
The Durango one.
Yeah, so apparently the ordinance was written that we can sell the Durango. It's currently still at Allen's. He hasn't had a chance to get into it too much yet, so there's no definite, this is what's wrong and this is how much it's gonna be. So that's where we sit right now.
So we want to do power to act for him for, once it's done, to sell the Durango. We still have to have the lights and everything removed from it.
Is that something that has to be done professionally, or can we just,
I believe Raycom.
Yeah, in order to not damage anything, we'd have to have it done.
is it worth saving? It's so old, is it,
Well, we're selling it without the police equipment in it.
is the equipment worth saving?
So the cameras are, and
Okay.
actually, there's nothing wrong with the lighting system at all.
Okay.
I've used it.
Do they take the cage and everything out too?
They'll take the cage out, but that, a lot of the wires are, ran under the carpeting.
Okay.
Like they'll probably have to take stuff out to get to the wiring. That's nothing like me and a couple guys could do without, we don't have the tools to
Okay.
begin with. So yeah, it would have to be professionally removed.
Okay.
I have a motion by McDonald to give Jason Frank, police chief, power to act to sell the 2014 Dodge Durango with the approval of police chair and the mayor. Do I have a second?
I'll second. You told him to come.
I don't know if that's how we do it or we have to do it by the ordinance. The ordinance is authorizing the sale of certain personal property owned by the local.
For the ordinance,
Yeah, that would be the best is doing it per ordinance number 831. And then,
831.
yeah, and then, right, the top part on the ordinance.
I have a motion by McDonald to give Jason Frank, police chief, power to act to sell the 2014 Durango with the approval of the police chair and the mayor for ordinance number 831. Of second.
Second.
McDonald?
Yes.
Hutton?
Yes.
Leahy?
Yes.
Mendoza? Pearsall?
Yes.
Russell?
Yes.
Motion carried. Is that all you had, Jason?
Oh, yes.
Maintenance, nothing. Office, president, attorney, clerk.
I have motions to approve December 10th meeting minutes, if anyone wants to do
I
that.
have a question on it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
I don't know if I'm just not reading it right, but this says, motion by Mendoza to reconsider the vote on the motion to award the contract for professional services to MSA Professional Services Inc. and authorization of mayor to sign a professional service contract. Shouldn't that have been seconded by somebody?
It was. Did I forget the second tenant? Okay, then I'll do.
Because I'm like,
No,
I
that's
think
fine.
I'm missing
Yeah,
something.
no, it was seconded by somebody. I just must have missed it when I was typing. So, yep.
All right,
We're
so
good. Nope.
we can wait on this.
Thank you for
Sorry.
catching that. I do have approved January 5th meeting minutes.
I haven't even read them, to be honest with you. has, but you can do it and I can abstain if
I wasn't here.
you were here.
I was gone.
Fifth, you were the mayor. You signed up for it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was wrong.
We can move on.
You left.
Are we doing them or waiting?
Pam's gonna make a motion.
Motion by Persall to approve January 5th meeting minutes. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
McDonald,
Yes.
Hutton,
Abstain, I'm not done with them.
Leahy,
Yes.
Pearsall,
Yes.
Brazel,
Yes.
Jack.
and I have approved January
And you
5th
can
closed
hand
session
these.
minutes.
Thank you.
Anybody want to make that motion?
I'm sorry, I should have came up. So it says. Six, he was here to vote, so is that correct? Is he still here? I don't remember.
Yes, he was, because,
Okay.
yeah, but I need to check that, so we'll just wait on this one, because I'm gonna
Here, that was in
re-listen.
there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll change it and re-listen.
All right.
Make sure I got your times right, because I know he didn't leave right.
Okay.
As I was talking, so. We'll move on, that's all I have. No, we're not gonna do that, because I'm gonna change it. I'm showing times right. So. Yep.
Building permit committee report.
You got me? We were just discussing raising the sewer rates. It's been a long time coming. We've gone through some of the things. I believe the water, sewer, and actually all of them are gonna need to go up. Right now, I'd like to propose a 15% rate increase. The sewer, which would make it, bring it up we're at $4.95. From $32.75 to $37.70.
I guess my thought is on the sewer, until we know where we're at with that, I don't really know if we need to, I mean, we don't know if we need a new one, we don't need, know if we are getting it refurbished, we don't know. Because, I mean, that's nowhere near what it has to be.
Oh, it's not, but I think we need to do
So-
something now and then something when we know further down the road. Yeah,
Well, like I said, I think we need to worry about our water rates
yeah, that's your
more than
too.
sewer.
Well, that's coming up.
So we're just gonna do this little bit now and then worry about more later for sewer, am I correct?
Correct.
Okay.
If that's coming up.
A motion by Persall to raise sewer rates from $32.75 to $37.70, increase of $4.95. Have a second?
Effective date.
75 to 37, what?
70.
I have a motion by Mr. Saul to raise the sewer rates from $32.75 to $37.70, increase of $4.95 effective next billing date cycle. Second.
I'll second.
McDonald,
Yes.
Hutton,
Yes.
Leahy,
Yes.
Pearsall,
Yes.
Razzle.
I'm going to abstain from this to find out where you're going with that.
Motion carried.
We,
Anything else?
If you get a hold of me, we'll sit down, I got numbers and stuff that we can go over.
Okay,
Same with the water
wonderful.
and the electric and the garbage. I have nothing else.
Please.
Other than the Durango's done,
we
did
gotta
hire
pass the
another-
ordinance, it's not done. We have to still pass the ordinance. 831?
Oh, the ordinance that Chirk just did?
Yes.
other than the Durango, we did hire another part-time officer. I believe he starts Thursday,
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. Kevin Becerra.
He's the one we hired before, right?
Yeah,
No, you-
we voted, yeah.
Yeah. okay.
Yep, so, just an update that
Can you-
Perfect.
he's
And
starting.
he's starting tomorrow,
Yep,
and he's already sworn in, and
yep,
Who's for him in?
Pam, from what I understand.
interesting.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Jack was still gone, it was the day after the meeting.
Oh,
I'm not going on site. What is the ordinance? 831?
831. That's what we can get. There, that needs to be on there, please.
I have a motion by Pam Saul to pass ordinance 831 for sale of the Durango. Do I have a second?
Second.
McDonald,
Yes.
Hutton,
yes.
Leahy,
Yes?
Mendoza's gone. Pearsall,
Yes.
Razzle.
Yes.
Motion carried. Chuck, you're up.
Okay, I was hoping our maintenance supervisor or superintendent would have been here today. He knew about the meeting. but-
You asked him to be here, didn't you?
Yes, I asked him.
He did, I talked to him today, but he had his son, so he couldn't make it.
Okay. Some things happen, things come up on
He's
it.
been able to.
We did have a meeting, the entire maintenance crew from the village and Lucas and Edgar from Berg Graham. And we did a little tour of the sewer plant down there. And the things I've seen and the things that the maintenance and the sewer professionals see, my best objection or my best observation is to have Nick explain it to you what needs to be actually replaced. I don't know whether you want to pitch refurbing this one, or you just want to scrap it and go with a brand new one. So somewhere down the line, you're right, you're going to have to make a decision what you want to do with this plant on here. But what we have right now, as it stands today, there's an open chain link fence down there that anybody can walk into. Just walk down the edge and walk around and you're in the sewer plant. If somebody falls in, gets electrocuted or hurt, the village is, on the hook for it. So I asked Nick, and he says, that was before I got here. But Mitch said there was some type of equipment that went in there to get the sludge or biomass out of there. It couldn't make the turn, which makes sense, you have to take the fence down. But what should have happened is the fence should have went back up. Right now, it's open, anybody can get in there.
And honestly, it doesn't matter who did it.
It's open.
We have maintenance people that should be working and
Do you
doing
know
their
where
job.
the fence is?
Yeah, the fence line, for the second time, Carrie came down last Saturday and we did the same walk around. And the thing is, you keep walking around, you start seeing stuff. You really start seeing it. The fence line is against the fence. They rolled it up and moved it over, so it's still there.
And the pole is
And
there.
the poles are still there, so it wouldn't be much to, just put that thing back up. Another thing I noticed on there, there's no signage, restriction area, keep out. Authorized personnel only, there is nothing down there on it. I went through Fulton, they got one sign that says authorized personnel. Went to East Moline, there's all posted all over the place. LeClaire is even better yet, it's posted almost every angle or quarter on there. But we're gonna have to put some type of signage out there to keep out restricted areas. That sewer plant makes a lot of gases. Hydrogen sulfide, methane, carbon monoxide, ammonias, and from what I've seen, a few of them down there, they're smoking down on the property.
We're not supposed to be smoking on any village property.
Well, yeah, that's correct, and especially a restricted area with methane. But, it's just a little safety issue we're gonna have to kind of instill with some of the workers on here. But the old sewer plant that came online in 1961 has seen a lot of years. There are some things you look at it and it looks like the Kennedy administration down there. Another thing, I got them on my phone and I was hoping to get this thing running, this overhead projector, to show you some of the pictures. But I got inside that building in there and there's tools on the floor, there's hydraulic hoses, tripping hazards. It needs a little maintenance down there. It really, truly does. There's a guard on one of the motors on there that's missing the guard. So if anybody gets near it, they're gonna get snagged into it. So there are some safety issues going on there. It's good wintertime job work that they could do inside on that. Let's see. Going down the next one, out of the sewer plant here, which by the way is 401 North Water Street. I found the actual address with it. So we need to start addressing, it's not that place down the street. You're gonna have to start putting a name to the face on it. I'm also gonna see if I can pull up a license number. What's the license number for our EPA that we're allowed to run this?
What's the address?
It's 401 North Water. There's another sign that it should be down there. There's only one sign, it just says Albany Public Works or something on there, but it should have some type of phone number, address, in case somebody's riding a car or a bicycle. Hey, that water's overflowing, I better call somebody. So it should, where you at? Well, I'm at by the sewer plant, but you give them an address so you can kind of zero it in on it. The good news with it, I did point out that there are 2 overhead lights that have been out for almost since summer. They did replace them. Apparently they got the lights.
Yes, and you
in.
have an unhappy camper.
Unhappy camper down.
My husband says, they fixed them lights, now it shines right through the window.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's, whatever.
At least people aren't speeding by the house at 75 miles an hour, so. But it's for public safety, is on it. And I hope to remind him, and if he doesn't like it,
Oh, he's just joking.
But there are options. You can spray paint one side of it black, and they'll blacken that out on there.
If it bothers him, he can get a shade.
Okay. But it's for public safety on there, and I'm kind of getting to this a little bit. Number 3, the discussions. I took Carrie up to a couple poles Saturday. We had a nice little drive around the town here, and some of these utility poles have dangling phone lines, wires just hanging down. I've got them on my phone. I'd like to show you the pictures of it. But these wires should be either hanging, going to a building, not dangling on the side of the utility pole. So I'd like to get a hold of maybe Frontier. They look to me like they're phone lines that they either
Well,
roll them back up.
either you or Nick can get a hold of somebody and ask them to come in.
There's quite a few, what we count, at least 6
Yeah.
on there, and they're just dangling. And you don't know if they become electrified and somebody touches it or comes in contact.
Well, I would guess that they're not in use anymore, but
Although there is a landline in the sewer plant that still works.
Which they may need to, when
If
they.
there's an emergency.
Well, not only that, but I don't know some of the laptops they have in there, they may have to have a phone line that they send that stuff out. I didn't ask, but yeah, it's an old kitchen type, 1975, but it works.
Mhm.
You can get that on there. But yeah, I will get with Nick, and we'll make some phone calls to, I believe it is Frontier, the phone company here?
Yeah.
Is it Frontier? And the last one on here, we're not quite sure whether we're gonna go with a brand new sewer or a remodel or refurbished, but it would be a good time to start making some contacts with some of our local representatives. Ryan Spain, I believe he's our Illinois representative, number 73, and Eric Sorensen, which is our congressional of number 17.
I think Joyce had that on Facebook, these two different people to get a hold of.
Barb Sewell would be a good contact. She's got them on speed
There you
dial.
go, oh yeah, I'm sure she does.
And she wanted us to do this before, so.
So it wouldn't hurt to kind of at least take the hat down and, you know, try, if we're gonna try to get as much money as we can. It would make sense,
See if they can come and tour.
let them know the age of the plant, where it's located, the plant, the EPA number that they can look it up.
The size of the town, the fact that it's.
Size of town, what county it's at. We had a good representative up in Savannah, but they changed the boundaries on here, and she's up north. And Ryan is out of, I think, Peoria. So, a long ways down.
Well, Barb will be a good contact.
Okay, you're right. Barb Sewell would be a some contact with that. But I will call Nick tomorrow, and we'll get some numbers from Frontier and see how quickly we can get them on.
Well, he was supposed to give us an update on Fair Graham. Do
He
you
was
know
supposed to
if
be out today, but like Pam said, I think someone came up with him. But yeah, our sewer, we're gonna have to do a little more focus and maintenance with that down there.
Anything else, Chip?
That's all I have right now.
Cemeteries and parks.
Teresa?
Oh, is that me?
Yeah.
Sure. I'm a little slow. You guys aren't gonna like me, but Pam was really easy compared to what I'm asking for.
What is it now?
$40.85. Put one in Aaron's.
So you're raising it
So-
almost 20?
Well, let me tell you.
Yes, because it's been brought to our attention a few months ago that we are losing $6,000 a month. That being said, we need to somehow stop this. In looking back, we hadn't had a raise since 2017. And had we done $2.50 every year till now, we wouldn't be in the situation that we're in. But we did not do that. We let it slide and nothing happened. My proposal is to raise, and we don't have to vote on it today, because I think Shirk will have to do, he talked about a recurring, like, I think Erie, every 2 years or something that they have an increase, and then they can vote to not do it, blah, blah, blah. So my proposal is to raise our water rates to $60 starting in February, and then annual increases of $2.50 starting fiscal year 2027. So it'll be a year and a half before we have another raise, but at least this will stop us from losing, and maybe we can get a little bit ahead of the game. It was nice for all of us to not have to pay that, but now all of us are in the same boat. I mean, and I'm paying the same thing. Do I want to raise it? No, but guess what? Do we want to keep our town? We're gonna have to consider this. That's my first one. Like I said, if we can talk about it at February meeting if that works for everybody. My next one is the parking by Manning overhead doors. And Carrie thinks we voted. I honestly don't remember. Yeah, I know it was a discussion. I went and talked to Tanner.
But I don't recall us voting.
Okay. I went and talked to Tanner the next day, because I felt like somebody needed to. And my opinion, there's 3 10-minute signs. I think we can forgo the one on the end. And if it's losing one sign or losing a business, I'm for losing the sign.
The sign
There's
closest
no
to
reason
84.
for us, yes, no reason for us to run a business out of town because of a 10-minute parking sign. So, I don't know if we want to vote on that today. We can. You want to wait till February?
It doesn't need to be an ordinance, because that wasn't put in. That's not ordinance.
So we can just do, we don't,
I don't know, I'm asking.
I don't know. Like when we put it up, you mean?
Yeah, when we
We
put
just-
them up years ago, was that an ordinance to put those
We just
there?
went through that with those stop signs up there, and there is an ordinance we have to follow, and it consists of myself, Tim, and the chief about the signs.
Okay.
So we'll have to get together and look at it, bring it to the board.
Okay. If you guys could do that, so we could let Tanner know something, I would appreciate it. So we'll do that in February. And then my other one, so can you keep those 2 things on, Jeff?
Yeah, both the water and
The,
parking, yeah.
yes. And then my other one is the employee handbook. We had, Janet was here with us at the last meeting. I know you weren't here, Jack, but she talked to us about a few things. And I think that everyone, I'd like to have them take a look at it. I think there's some tweaking that we need to do to stop some of the nonsense that's happening. And it's, if we can get a better handle on, we are not going to have every little thing written in black and white. We just can't. But I feel like this one's kind of muddy, the way it's worded, and if maybe we can tweak it to make it a little bit more cut and dried. But if everyone would consider looking at their employee handbook, and we can talk about it in February, I would appreciate it. That's all I got.
Ordinance. Visitors.
The sheet.
I will contact Sheriff though about this too, because there's something else I need to talk to him about, and I will ask him if he can have something ready, or if he has to have something ready for that.
Boyd, you're up.
I really don't have anything other than talking about this increase for water and sewer, those will both have to be ordinance changes, right? Because our ordinance book has the cost in there for both water and sewer. So just by saying we're gonna up it, I'm not saying you can't, but I think the ordinance needs to reflect that too.
Well, that's why I said I have to ask
For
Sheriff
both.
on mine. I didn't know we were doing that one because I thought we'd
Right.
wait till we knew what we needed.
So I don't know, I'm just telling you, you might
Yeah, I
want
think we can vote to do it,
Implement
but
it.
then we have to get the ordinance
Wait for the
number
ordinance.
to make
Yes,
sure that
I agree.
before it gets,
I agree, before it's in.
so, yeah. Yeah. So
That's all I have,
We'll
thank you.
have,
Thank you, Floyd.
thank you.
New business?
I spoke to Dan Clark today about his contract and taking part of it away. But the water was 1,000 and sewer was 500 that he was getting paid, and he's not okay with that. He wants 750 to continue with the sewer. He wants half of the money.
I thought sewer is what Nick has, not water.
Nick has water,
Oh.
not sewer.
Well, that contract's not up until May, am I right?
He doesn't have a problem with changing the contract so that he's not getting paid all the money.
Did we look into Quad Cities? That guy came up and talked to us before and doing the same stuff Dan Clark is. I don't know how much he is though.
I do think we need to do some investigating.
Okay. Chuck, you did some, right?
Just a little bit, with Mr. Clark, does he come down and look at the facilities? Doesn't even do that, huh? Wow.
He met down when we had our, I mean, we've had many EPA violations in the last 5 years. I think there was 10 in the first 40 years and 26 in the last 5 years that we've had.
And he was supposed to train people too.
Yeah, I know he's been down to help do some things, but he's not real physically able to get in and do a whole lot. So, something that we need to look into. And
Floyd, do you remember who it was that came from the Quad Cities and offered
They
to
came from Rockford,
Rockford?
yeah, and I do not remember, but I think Fairground does it too. If I'm not mistaken, they did the same thing.
I believe it, Pam.
Yeah.
Old business?
Wait a minute.
Oh, excuse me.
No, you're fine. I need to figure out where I'm at, what it's new. New business would be, it sounds like we have a bunch of broken meters that need to be addressed.
Electric meters, water meters?
Water. I believe water. So,
Carrie, were you working on that at one time?
Can't help with maintenance.
You were just making the calls to people or?
Yep. I would call, we had a list of the broken ones, and then I would call the people and ask, when are you gonna be home, so that maintenance could get in.
Well-
And we would do 2 or 3 a day.
Do you know where the list is?
well, they can print a new list, because it sounds like we're at 70.
She's broken.
So anyway, that's something that I just learned, so that's new.
And they're broken by not reading?
I would assume not reading correctly.
Now, they do have a 10-year battery life, so that's probably where you're going.
And I don't know, I asked for all the financials for tonight too. I don't know, I talked to Jackie yesterday and she was gonna have all that, but I didn't get it. Did anybody?
Talk to who?
Jackie?
No. That's it, you talk to me.
No, Jackie, no, I did not talk to you, no. But like I said, I asked for GDR, I asked for all,
Yeah.
so we know, we have got to figure out where we're at with our finances so we can get along,
Absolutely.
so. I guess I'll call her and see.
Janet and I were here working on stuff today with her, and so that might be why she didn't have it done.
Okay. we know if the code red training got done? With anybody?
I believe she did
I
it.
think it was.
Was Jackie the only one that knows?
I don't know if Nick did it
Nick
or
was supposed
not.
to come in and get his act for it.
I was supposed to too, and I have not.
So Jackie, probably, we don't know about Nick and no Pam. I'm done until closed session.
Oh. I looked it up online, I know, he had asked Nick about those spraying the weeds, and Nick said there's a class in, I don't know if it was Peoria or somewhere, that was like a day. But I looked it up, and there's classes online. So we don't have to send him anywhere, they can all just do it online. I'm sure there might be a fee for it, but it's a lot better than a non-productive workday and the travel time, and just do it at your leisure.
And it's the same qualifications.
I didn't get into it that much, that's why I'm telling him about it.
Okay.
I don't know how you can have different, I mean, it just said spraying weeds in a municipality.
Yeah, I did. She actually sent me, I'm gonna forward it to y'all tonight during open session. I think I can do that. Because I didn't want to do it in, just on my own, for fear of violating the OMA.
What is it?
And it's just a rough, whatever, sketch at this point, but she wanted everybody to look at it.
What is it?
The webpage.
Oh,
That's all I have. If anybody else has anything.
I don't know if this is new or old. I thought I was done, but I'm not. The stop signs by stand downs and stuff, I know that there's you three are supposed to do that. But the stop sign that's there still, I don't think that needs to be there, that's my opinion. I think we need to take that one out and move a caution sign, have the same caution sign, blind corner or whatever. But if you put that down farther, like towards, like in between Mendoza's house and his house, they'll see it and know that they're coming up to the corner where they're gonna, instead of having it right there where the people park. I get that it's easement, I understand that, but still, it's just not, and besides the fact that you don't want it right there when it's right at the corner anyway, if you have it down here like where Mendoza's property and Ziegler's property is,
Yeah.
then they would see the sign and think, oh, I better slow down, I'm coming up to a,
well, that's okay since it's not a stop sign. I think stop signs have to be so far from the corner, but if it's just a yield or a caution sign, yeah, I think that'd be perfect.
but
And
anyway.
I don't think.
We're
it
gonna
needs to
discuss
be a
that stop sign. I don't know that we're gonna remove it or not, but, because it's kind of, if you go down there, you cut that corner too sharp, you're gonna be face to face with somebody else. So,
Been that way for 100 years.
yeah, you're right,
I mean,
but we're gonna talk about it.
They're complaining about it because it's an issue.
Right.
But then again, it's just like Floyd's stop sign. It's there and people run it.
and
you
nobody
know?
pays no attention to it,
Sure.
so.
Yeah.
And I mean, if we could all complain because they go past my house at 50 miles an hour. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes I yell, sometimes I don't, but you know, like I said, I just don't know if that's, but like I said, the three of you need to take a look at it. I haven't done that. Can we go into closed session?
Yeah, full business yet.
Okay. Old business first.
Pardon me one moment. Willett Hoffman and Associates, I think it was.
Okay.
Okay, I don't remember the gentleman's name.
Joe. He stood right here. Yep.
And he said he would train people on everything.
Have a motion by Hutton to go into closed session at 6:10 for employment of employees. Second.